hypothesis testing and introduction. Hypothesis testing is a type of statistical inference that allows us to make decisions on the basis of information we've gathered. In particular, it allows us to choose between two claims when we have variability in outcomes. What do I mean by this? Let's look at an example. An educational psychologist wonders whether kids who receive music training become more creative than other kids. She uses a test to measure creativity and finds that of the kids she tested, the kids who received music training are more creative than the others. Can she deduce that all kids who receive music training are more creative than others based on this test that she did on some kids? So if you were trying to answer this question, you might have one opinion or the other. You might think that yes, she can deduce that kids who receive music training become more creative, or you might think, well, no, I don't think she can deduce that music training had an effect on kids' creativity based on this result. Now, how do you choose between these two claims? Well, we're going to have more information. For example, we need to look at how many kids she tested and what the specific percentages she got were. But we're also going to have some kind of formal process for picking between two claims like this after looking at a specific study. Now, our method for picking between two claims is called hypothesis testing, and it's essentially like a formal procedure that you can use and conduct that enables us to choose between two claims like the ones we saw on the previous slide. So in Chapter 8, we'll talk about how to do this formal procedure. In particular, it's sort of like a step-by-step process and has four steps. And in 8.1, we don't look at the steps. We just learn vocabulary and sort of like concepts that will help us conduct these steps. And then in section 8.2, we actually go through the formal steps and learn how to conduct a hypothesis test to choose between two claims. So the videos after this for 8.1, they are related to vocabulary and sort of like some conceptual stuff that we have to know to understand how to do the hypothesis testing that we do in 8.2.